Hello guys, tomorrow is January 1st, and that is a big day for starting your goals, resolutions, and big plans for the year. I personally have something very exciting planned for January, and I'd like to invite all of you to join me. Although I do make yearly goals, I don't start my year on January 1st. I prefer to go more with the flow of the seasons, or at least that's how it just coincidentally worked out. But I don't judge others who do. I do see how this is a very exciting time for everyone, and not everyone struggles with the beginning of the year the way I do. Regardless of when we start setting our goals, I am proposing something fun for January. Let's call it Accountability January. So my plan is to pick just one of my goals and focus my energy fully and solely on that one goal throughout the month of January. To help keep me on track, I will be posting daily videos of my progress, thus keeping myself accountable to you guys and myself. I'd also like to invite all of you to join me. Psychology studies have shown that telling another person what you plan to do increases the likelihood of you getting that thing done. So the odds of you accomplishing your goal increase dramatically if you pick a specific goal and share that with a specific accountability partner. Obviously, a trusted person. And I think this is where we can run into a little bit of a struggle, or at least I have personally. And that's because sometimes we don't have that particular trusted person in our life that we can go to, share our goal, and ask to be accountable to them throughout our journey of completing the goal. Sometimes it's just because we don't have the right person in our lives, but more often than not, it's just because people are busy with their own issues. So again, I invite you to take this opportunity to join me on a daily basis in January, checking in with the community in the comments so we can help each other be accountable. On January 1st, I'll be posting the first video. In that video, I will be sharing what my goal is for the month and what my plan is to getting that done. And if you'd like, please leave in the comment what your goal is, and we'll keep each other hyped. Now, if you don't have a particular goal in mind, but you would like to set some goals for the new year or just for January, here are the basics of how I set my goals. First of all, I just bring down a whole list of all the goals that I'd like to see myself achieve, whether it's this month, this week, this year, that I haven't in the past, that I want to be achieving within the next 5 years, or whatever it is for you. Then I go through that list and find the one goal I want to tackle first. Whether that's the most important goal, whether that's the most urgent goal, whether it's something easy just to get you going. If the goal is so big that it cannot be achieved within a month, because that's the time period we're working with, I recommend breaking the goal down into smaller steps or parts that will keep you moving towards the big finale. Next, whenever I'm starting working on a goal, I have to write this down for myself and remember that I cannot wait for the perfect time or circumstances. For example, the last 2 weeks, I really have done nothing. I've not worked on my goals. I've not worked on my other tasks. I was sick for a week. I basically missed Christmas with friends and family, so I was making up for that after the holidays and enjoying my life, not putting pressure on myself to get everything perfect so I can get going January 1st. Although, would I love to have a sparkling clean house to start the new year with? Of course. But I decided that that's not as important as taking time at the end of the year to clear my mind, enjoy myself, and prepare for the new year ahead. Working on my goals for January, working in my planner, and getting motivated for things to come. It is what it is. But I am still learning to let stuff go like that. It's not easy. Now, once you've picked what you want to get done in the month ahead, it's good to take a little bit of time and do some brainstorming on how you can make that happen easier. Sometimes we know what we want, but taking action, that's another story. How can we make taking action easier? If your goal is going to the gym, maybe that is laying out your gym clothes the night before. As silly as that may sound, it does remove that little barrier that may be the deciding factor between you going and not going ultimately. If part of your goal is getting something done throughout the day and you keep putting it off, maybe it makes sense for you to set an alarm. Whatever prep work you can do ahead or you can do on a daily basis to help you make that goal happen is going to be very individual to your specific goal. Now, along with doing some prep work to make your goal actions easier, it also makes sense to do a little brainstorming on what potential roadblocks might come up as you're trying to get things done. What can you envision that might derail you on your progress? And this is a great time to come up with some solutions and strategies for when when those things ultimately come up so that you are prepared and better equipped to handle it. So doing some prep work to make things easier and removing friction gives you a much better chance of getting things done than if you're just counting on your pure enthusiasm for the new goal and the new year. Now, as excited as we are about our goals and getting things done, it's also important to understand and agree right now that it will not be easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't have to set it as a goal. It would just be part of your life. For some people, some things are easy and they just do it effortlessly. For other people, they need to work on things they want to get done, and they're difficult. And they're difficult because, well, we're growing, and there's always some struggle with growth. But it's worth it in the end. So I hope you can join me on a daily basis for Accountability January, where I'm going to work on one of my goals every day and update you with the progress. And I will be in the comments with you guys if you need some accountability and some motivation or some ideas while you're working on your own goals. If you want to participate, obviously you're welcome. If you want to just follow along and watch our journey and the struggles therein, you are also welcome for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.